Hey everyone, welcome to today's class. Today we have a 30-minute power yoga class that is the first of a 10-class series. There are no props needed for today's class, only your yoga mat, and you may need some water for afterwards. We're going to get hot and sweaty here. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment at the end of class, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. With that being said, I'll go ahead and see you on the mat.
So we're going to go ahead and find any comfortable seated position, allowing the hands to come palms face down on top of the thighs. Lengthening through the spine here, we're going to take a few clearing breaths together. So we're going to start off by taking a big inhale through the nose, filling up the lungs. Opening the mouth, exhale, side out. 2 more, big inhale, fill up the lungs. Open the mouth, exhale, release. Last one, inhale, filling up the lungs. Opening the mouth, exhale, side out. And now sealing the lips here, allow the hands to come palm face up or palms face down on top of the thighs. Just taking a moment to draw our attention inwards and just focus on the natural quality of our breath here. So just making an intention here to be fully present throughout our practice, just letting go of anything that's happened earlier today, anything that's yet to come, and allowing us to be fully present in the moment here. Beautiful, starting to slow down the rhythm of the breath here. Beautiful, we're going to transition into our tabletop pose. So finding our tabletop pose, we're going to take a moment to make sure that the hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, making sure that we're rooting down through the hands, rooting down through the knees, and then with an inhale, we're going to bring the belly down, gaze up, cow pose. Exhale, rounding through the upper back, cat. Inhaling, belly down, gaze up. Exhaling, rounding into your cat. Once more, inhaling, belly down, gaze up. Exhaling, rounding into cat. Inhaling, finding your way back towards center. Exhaling, side out. From here, hands are going to stay palms facing down, fingers facing towards yourself, getting a little bit into the wrists here. We're going to bring a little bend into the elbows as we rock forward and back. Doing your best to stay connected and present with your breath throughout our practice here today. Just taking a moment to open up through the wrist. And then keeping the palms facing down, fingers facing outwards, we're going to start taking some circles here. Again, concentrating all of our energy into the wrist region. And then switching direction of your circles. Feel free to start getting the hips into this movement, getting the spine into this movement, allowing it to feel good and feel natural within your body. Beautiful. And then finding our way back towards center, we're going to bring the palms facing forward as we open the knees mat width apart. Again, taking some circles here. Inhales bring us forward and around. Exhales take us back and around. Inhales bring us forward and around. Exhales take us back. Taking 3 more wide circles here, getting as much range of motion as you can here at the beginning of our class. Just making some time to warm up and to open up through the hips and the wrists. And then switching direction of your circles. Inhales continue to draw you forward. Exhales continue to draw you back. We'll take 3 big circles here on this side. Beautiful. And then finding our way back towards center, coming back into our tabletop pose. With our next inhale, we're going to extend the left leg, right arm up. Exhale, connect, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhale, connect. Inhale, extend, reach long. Exhaling, squeeze in. 3 more here with your own breath. Feeling yourself lengthening through both sides, settling into the rhythm of your breath. Beautiful. With our next inhale, we're going to extend the right arm, left leg up, and we're going to hold here for a few moments. moments. Just making sure we're stabilizing through the left hand and the right knee. Activate through the core, hugging the belly button in towards the spine. Reach that left heel back a little bit further. Reach those right fingertips a little bit further out in front. And then bending the left leg, reaching back with the right hand, kicking the left foot into the hand. Slingshot the heart open here. Actively feel yourself kicking the foot into the hand, allowing you to open through the front body. One more breath here. And then releasing that back, extending that left leg and the right arm. And then as you exhale, connect knee to elbow. Actively press the left hand into the earth, rounding through the upper back, coming into a little ball here. And then release that all back down. Taking some U-shaped movements here, opening up into the outer hips. Beautiful, and then finding our way back towards center, switching sides. With our next inhale, extending the left arm, right leg up. Exhale, connect knee to elbow. Inhaling, extend. Exhaling, connect. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, squeeze in. 3 more here with your breath. Full inhales, full exhales. Last one. With our next inhale, we're going to extend the left arm, right leg up, holding here for a few minutes. Feel yourself stabilizing through the right hand, through the left knee. Keep drawing that right heel back. Feel the hips square towards the earth, lengthening through the spine, reaching the left shoulder closer to the left ear. Taking one more inhale, and then exhale here. Bending the right leg, we're going to reach back with the left hand, grabbing a hold of the top of the ankle. Actively kicking the foot into the hand here. Feel yourself opening through the front body. Press down, continue pressing down that right hand into the earth. Slingshot the heart open here. And then releasing that with an inhale, extending left arm, right leg. Exhale, connect knee to elbow, rounding through the upper back. Press into that right hand, rounding into a little ball here. And then releasing that back down. Take a few more U-shaped movements here into the outer hips. Beautiful. From here, finding our way back into our tabletop pose. We're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to find our way into our plank pose. You can always modify by lowering the knees down towards the earth, or you can keep them hovering wherever you are, making sure that the wrists are underneath the shoulders, actively pressing down into the earth, rounding through the upper back. Make sure to tuck the tailbone under, active through the legs, tucking the chin in towards the chest, lengthening through the back of the neck. We'll take 3 more breaths here. You're doing great. Feeling the heat generating in your body. Beautiful. With our next inhale, we're going to roll forward, shoulders over wrists. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower down onto our belly as slowly as you can. How slow can you go here? Nice. Once you make your way down towards the earth, untucking through the toes, pointing the feet back. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We're going to transition into a Baby Cobra without the strength of our hands. So as we inhale, Baby Cobra, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, Baby Cobra, engage the low back. Exhaling, release down. Inhaling once more, Baby Cobra, lift a little higher, squeeze the back of the shoulder blades together, open through the collarbones, and then exhaling, release down. From here, with an inhale, we're going to press ourselves up either into a full cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, use your core, hips back, downward facing dog. Coming into your first downward dog of the day. Or of this class. You may have done some downward dogs earlier today. Just give yourself a moment here to pedal out the feet, wiggle out the body, taking any movements that feel good to you here. Just taking a look at the hands, making sure that the fingers are spread nice and wide, actively rooting the hands down towards the earth. From here, with an inhale, we're going to extend the right leg up, coming into our three-legged dog. And then as we exhale, we're going to stack the right hip over the left. Taking some ankle circles here, just warming up through the joints. And then switching directions. Beautiful, then stepping, coming high onto the left tiptoes, stepping that right foot all the way back. We're going to come into our wild thing, opening up through the front of the heart. Reaching the right fingertips forward and in front. Beautiful. With an inhale, we're going to extend the right leg up, three-legged dog. As we exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhaling, extend, three-legged dog. Exhaling across to right knee, left elbow. Inhaling, extending, reaching long. Exhaling, knee to nose, stepping the right foot through. Lowering the left knee, untucking the left toes. Press down to lift up. Asana here, low crescent lunge. Take a moment here. Making sure we're really scissoring the thighs together. Making sure we're feeling rooted and stable through the right foot, through the left knee. Feel yourself lengthening through the spine. Drawing open through the front of the chest. Shoulders coming next to the ears. Taking one more in-breath. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower the hands down, stepping the right foot back as we flow through our vinyasa. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, hips back, downward facing dog. Getting into the other side here, yogis, with an inhale, left leg back, three-legged dog. And then as we exhale, we're going to stack the left hip over the right. Feel yourself lengthening through the left side body. Hands still squared down towards the earth as you take some ankle circles on this side. Steady with the breath. And switching direction of your ankle circles. And then on your own time, stepping the left foot all the way back. Coming into your wild thing. Feel yourself rooted, strong through the right hand, reaching that left hand forward and in front, opening through the front body. And then with an inhale, we're going to meet back in our three-legged dog, extending that left heel back. Exhaling, left knee to left elbow. Inhaling, extend, three-legged dog. Exhaling across, left knee, right elbow. Inhaling, extend, three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee to nose, rounding through the upper back. As we step the left foot through, lowering the right knee, untucking the right toes, pressing down to lift up. Asana, low crescent lunge. Give yourself a moment to fully arrive into this pose. You're more than welcome to close the eyes if that allows you to draw your attention inwards, focusing on the structure and the sensations of this body, of this posture, Continue scissoring the thighs together, lengthening through the spine, opening through the front of the heart, drawing the shoulders next to the ears. Taking one more breath here. And then as we exhale, lowering the hands down, stepping the left foot back as we flow through our vinyasa. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take 3 full breaths here, yogis. Maybe the heels are coming slightly closer towards the earth now. Bring the gaze between the thighs or between the shins. Then with our next inhale, we're going to gaze forward. As we exhale, we're going to step, hop, or float our way up towards the front, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising up, reaching up, hands overhead. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Inhaling, we're going to come into our Utkatasana chair pose. And we're going to hold this chair pose for a few moments. So if the feet are together, let's open them out wide, hips distance apart, making sure that we're gazing up between the hands. Feel most of the weight shifting towards your heels. As you sit your sits bones a little bit lower, see if you can maintain lengthening of the spine. Beautiful. Taking 3 more breaths here. Really making sure that that weight is closer towards the heel, so much so that maybe the toes can hover. Maybe you can even wiggle the toes. Reach the fingertips of the hands a little bit higher for 1 more breath. And then as we exhale, hands to prayer, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we're going to step, hop, or bakasana your way through your vinyasa. So whatever variation works for you. You can step the feet back. You can lower down through your chaturanga. You can hop the feet back. If you're hopping the feet back, making sure to land with bent elbows. And if you're going to bakasana your way through, taking a few breaths in your bakasana, we'll all meet back in our downward facing dog in about 2 breaths here. From our downward facing dog, taking a clearing breath together here as we inhale, filling up the lungs. Opening the mouth, exhale, side out. Inhaling, right leg up, 3-legged dog. And as we exhale again, stack that right hip on top of the left, allowing that right foot to come behind into your wild thing. But see if you can hover the right foot, not lowering it all the way down. Keep it hovering here as you continue to open through the front of the heart, shining the chest open towards the ceiling. Reaching forward through the right fingertips, strong through the left hand. And then with an inhale, we're going to re-extend, finding our way back into the 3-legged dog. As we exhale, right knee to right wrist. Inhale, extend, 3-legged dog. Exhaling across, right knee, left wrist. Inhaling, extend, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, knee hovers in towards midline. Inhale, re-extend, 3-legged dog. Exhaling, we're going to step the right foot through as we press down to lift up, coming into our high crescent lunge here. Give yourself a moment to make sure that the feet are at least hip distance apart or wide enough where you feel stable in your foundation. Spreading the toes of the right foot, anchoring down through the pinky toe and the big toe. Feel yourself charging up through the left toes as well. And then from here, we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back as we broaden through the front of the heart. And then as we exhale, super slow motion, we're going to hinge on the inside of the right knee. Coming into our humble Crescent Lunge here. Allow the breath to take you deeper into the posture, melting the crown of the head down towards the earth, squeezing the palms, squeezing the back of the shoulder blades together, present and stable through the legs, through your foundation. Alrighty, yogis, then pressing down to lift up. Inhale, rise up, hands up. And then as we exhale, hands come down as we straighten through your front leg, coming into a pyramid pose here. Breathe into the right hamstrings. With your inhales, lengthen through the spine. With your exhales, hinge and melt forward. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, hinge and fold in front of the right leg. Last one, inhale, create length from the spine. Exhale, hinge and fold. Beautiful. Inhale, bring a bend into the front knee. Continue lengthening through the spine. And then as you exhale, lower that left hand down as we twist Open towards the right side. Take a breath here. Gazing either towards the right or up at the top hand. You can keep the right hand where it is, or you can come for a half bind, wrapping it behind, reaching for the left inner thigh. Feel the weight equally distributing between both legs and the left hand. Keep reaching that crown of the head forward and in front. Beautiful. And then releasing through the right hand with an inhale, rising back up into your high crescent lunge. Slight back bend perhaps, and then exhaling, lowering the hands down as we flow through our vinyasa. Beautiful, yogis. We got one more side with an inhale, extending left leg up, three-legged dog. And then as we exhale, stacking the left hip over the right, making our way back into our wild thing. But remember, see if you can do your best to hover that left foot. Just barely hovering the toes above the ground. Stable through the right hand. Keep reaching the front of the heart open towards the ceiling. Keep lengthening through the left side body, reaching those left fingertips up above. And then with an inhale, extending left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling left knee to left wrist. Inhaling, extending, three-legged dog. Exhaling across left knee, right wrist. Inhaling, extending, three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee comes in towards midline as it hovers above the mat. Inhaling, re-extend, three-legged dog. Exhaling, stepping the left foot through, charging up through the legs, pressing down to lift up. High crescent lunge here. Take a breath here. Give yourself a moment to fully arrive into the pose. Making sure you're spreading the toes of that left foot wide. Stable through the left foot. Stable through the right toes. Actively scissoring the thighs together. Lengthening through the spine. Take a breath here. And then as you maintain the integrity in the lower half of the body, we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back with an inhale, opening through the front body. Exhaling, slow motion hinge onto the inside of the left knee. Present with awareness and control in this movement. Continue scissoring the legs together, really suctioning the left sole of the foot and the right toes onto the earth. Continue squeezing the back of the shoulder blades together, melting the crown of the head down towards the earth. Sending breath here. Beautiful. And then pressing down to lift up. Inhaling, rising up, high crescent lunge. Exhaling, hands come down, straighten through that front leg, coming into your pyramid pose. You can always walk that right foot in a little bit more if that helps. Here we want to focus on lengthening through the spine with an inhale, and then hinging and folding forward with an exhale. Inhaling again, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling, hinge and melt here. Last one, inhale, create some length. Exhaling, hinge and fold. Beautiful. Inhaling, bringing a bend into the left leg, lengthening through the spine, grounding down through the right hand. And then as we exhale, we're going to twist towards the left side. Feel yourself opening through the heart, opening through the chest. Keep reaching those left fingertips up above. Gaze can either be towards the left or up at the top hand. Equally distributing the weight between both feet and the right palm here. Again, you can stay here for a few more breaths, or if you did on the other side, bending that left hand, that left arm, going for the half bind here, reaching it behind for the right inner thigh. Keep spinning open through that left shoulder, creating length through the crown of the head. One more breath here. Beautiful, and then releasing that left hand back down, With it, bringing a bend into the left leg. With an inhale, rising up, high crescent lunge. Slide back bend perhaps. Exhaling, hinge and fold here. Stepping back as you flow through your vinyasa. Beautiful. Taking 2 breaths here in your downward facing dog. Taking a moment to reset. With your next inhale, gazing forward. As you exhale, step hopper, float your way up towards the front. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, hinge and fold. Inhaling, coming back into your Utkatasana chair pose. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Come to stand here. Inhaling, Utkatasana chair pose. And settle back into the breath here. Transitioning into our balancing pose. We're going to start shifting our weight over towards the right leg as we draw the left leg up and over the right. Squeeze the thighs together. Arms come out to a T as the left arm crosses underneath the right here. Find a single point of focus here, a non-moving point, focusing your awareness here. Keep squeezing everything in towards midline, maybe coming into your sleeping eagle, wrapping the elbows over the knees. Rounding through the lower back, creating some length. 2 more breaths here, you're doing great. Beautiful, and then uncrossing through the legs, extend back through that lifted heel. Keep the arms in your eagle pose for 1 more breath here. And then releasing the hands down, coming into your standing splits. Enjoy the standing splits for a few moments, or totally optional if handstand isn't your practice. We did have a full moon yesterday, so it may be a little bit easier to come upside down. Wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be. Being there for 2 more breaths. You're doing great here. And then slowly stepping that back foot to meet the front, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, create length. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, rising up, hands up. Exhaling, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Taking a moment as we prepare for the other side. Beautiful. With an inhale, we're going to find our way back in our Utkatasana chair pose. From here, we're going to start shifting our weight over towards that left leg as we draw the right leg up and over the left. Arms come out to a T. Right arm crossing underneath the left. If you can't grab a hold of the palms, you're more than welcome to grab a hold of the elbows or do the best that you can. Keep squeezing the thighs in towards midline. Keep reaching up through the elbows. Stable through that standing leg. Maybe coming into your sleeping eagle, wrapping the elbows over the knees, rounding through the lower back. Remaining present, creating space and length through the low back. And then from here, keeping the arms as they are, we're going to unthread the legs, coming into our warrior 3 with eagle arms. You're almost through. Keep reaching that crown of the head forward. Keep reaching back through that lifted heel. And then releasing the hands down towards the earth. Well-earned standing splits here. So you can stay in your standing splits and enjoy this stretch. Or if it's in your practice and you want to take a few little hops, hopping your way up into your handstand. Staying wherever you are for 2 more breaths. You're doing great here. And then releasing whatever you have down towards the earth. Forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, forward fold. Hands come down to the mat as we heel toe the feet a little bit wider than hips distance. We're going to come into a little yogi squat here. Hands can come to prayer in front of the heart. Maybe closing the eyes for a moment. tuning into your body. You're more than welcome to rock the hips from side to side. Just feeling into the heat and generated within the body. Feeling perhaps you're sweating. I know I'm sweating a lot. Feeling into the sweat that's perspirating throughout the body. And just slowing down the breath. From here, we're going to close out our practice together. You can either stay in your Yogi Squat if this feels good in the hips. Otherwise, you can come into your Child's Pose, bringing the legs together, allowing the hips to come towards the heels, melting the forehead down towards the earth, hands reaching forward and in front. Settling back into your breath. And as you allow your breath to return to its natural state, just taking a moment to express gratitude towards yourself for making the time to show up, making the time to breathe and to move and to sweat, and acknowledging the interconnectedness of all of us. I'm truly grateful to have shared this practice with you.